Hey, welcome back to the Babbling Boots YouTube channel, where we babble about boots. Except for today, we're going to be talking about sneakers. But these aren't just any sneakers. These are Allen Edmonds Higgins Mill Hightop sneakers, which is kind of like a boot because it's based on the Allen Edmonds Higgins Mill boot. So let's get into the unboxing. Initially, it looks like it's basically just a regular shoebox. There's no, boot bags or anything fancy like that. It's just your straight up run-of-the-mill shoebox. So I got these on the Allen Edmonds website for $99. They claim they usually retail for $325, but every time I've ever been to the website, they always have shoe sales going on and boot sales going on, so I don't know that I've ever seen these retailing for $325. Maybe I'm just lucky. Maybe every time I go there, they actually are on sale, but cynical part of me says that it's more of just a marketing gimmick than anything. But at any rate, they have these in a few different colors. This is the Loden Suede from Stead Tannery in England, so it's a very nice soft calf suede, very high quality. I believe you can also get it in a snuff suede, which I'm not sure if it's from Stead or not, or if it's from another tannery. And they also come in, I think, brown Horween Chrome XL, which is nice for a sneaker if you can get, Horween Chrome XL. But I chose the Loden Suede because never had a Loden Suede shoe before. I have some Horween Chrome XL shoes, and I wanted to try out and see what Loden Suede was like. And the leather does feel very soft. It feels very supple. It's kind of a greenish gray color. It's maybe a little bit darker than a hunter green. It does look very nice though. I think it'll probably wear in very well. And looks like the tongue here, I believe, comes in this little patch that says Allen Edmonds on it, and I think this tongue actually is in Horween Chrome XL as well. I'm not too keen on the logo here on the tongue. I would prefer if it was just, a regular tongue. I'm not really big on branding on shoes and boots, but this will be covered up by the laces, and then also if you wear it with pants you won't even see it, so that's not really that big of a deal to me. And then I think also they have a little branding on this sneaker as well, which I guess it's just maybe their brand colors. It looks almost like a flag of like a European country or something with the three bands of color here. I think it's like black, white, and maybe like a khaki brown color. Not that big of a deal. If you're wearing with boots, it'll cover it up. But just not really my thing overall. I'd prefer it were just clean on the back, but not big of a deal. So the inside of the boot, I believe, is lined with a it's very soft. It's a calf lining, and I think the insole also has a calf skin on top of it. I don't think the whole insole is leather or calf. I think it feels like it's just foam on the inside and then just lined with calf on top of it. I'm looking at the tongue though. It does say that the sneakers are made in the Dominican Republic. Allen Edmonds is, an American brand, and they are known for making most of their boots and their dress shoes in the United States, I think in Wisconsin. These are not made in the United States, which to me isn't that big of a deal. I'm, buy boots from different countries all the time, but it's just something to be aware of. If you're buying, these sneakers with the thought that, hey, I'm getting an American sneaker, these are not that. These are made in the Dominican Republic. Overall, the fit and finish of the boot does look nice on the outside, I think. The stitching looks very clean. The stitching around the welt here looks nice. I believe they say this is corner stitched on their website, which I Googled and researched and did a lot to see if I could find out what corner stitching means. And I couldn't find corner stitching anywhere online other than the Allen Edmonds website. So maybe it's like a proprietary way that they just stitch the uppers to the outsole, which to me it looks like the stitching just goes directly from the outsole into the upper, so it doesn't look like anything, that fancy. But I believe they say that it can be recrafted by their craftsmen. I don't know if that means only their craftsmen can recraft them, or you can take it to a cobbler in your area and have your cobbler recraft it. But it does claim on the website that it is recraftable, so that's just something to consider. If you ever, wear through your outsole, you can get it resold, at least by Allen Edmonds, if you choose to do that. Looking at the inside of the boot, I do notice kind of a few quality control issues in my mind, at least. Some of the stitching here is kind of showing it's kind of loose and frayed on the inside of the tongue, then maybe on the outside of the tongue here a little bit. It also looks like the lining of the tongue isn't really cut that well to line up on the edges. It's mostly just an aesthetic thing though, because this is the inside of the tongue. You're not going to be seeing that when you're wearing them, and you can always burn down the thread, so it's not really that big of a deal. I'll see if it's on this boot as well. Yeah, it's also, you can see kind of the loose stitches here, and then where the leather is not really cut properly on both sides of the tongue. So that's not great, but it's a fairly small thing. And then it looks like maybe here on the vamp of this right shoe. You know, the lining comes all the way to the outside, but it looks like when they cut it, they missed a few spots of the lining leather when they were trimming it. So the lining leather is actually kind of poking through on both sides of the vamp here, which is definitely something that I'll probably have to trim myself, because I think it does not look very good. But I could probably just get like a little razor or something and trim that. As far as the speed hooks go, I know that speed hooks are a big point of contention with a lot of different boots, because sometimes these can be really flimsy and break off easily. They're just not really that sturdy. Feeling these though, these feel very sturdy for speed hooks on boots. Like, I'm pressing on these and they're not budging at all. Like, these are very well made. I don't think you'd have to worry about these breaking off anytime, you know, soon. I think that you'll probably get a new pair of sneakers before these break. So that's a good sign. So for the sole of these, I mean, it looks like a regular, you know, sneaker sole to me. It's not like a lot of grip or traction on it. I think they call these a rubber cup sole. I don't know where the term cup comes from, because nothing on the bottom looks like a cup to me. It looks like kind of like wavy grooves, if anything. Once I, you know, wear these in, I can come back and give more of a full detail on how they do with traction. But, you know, it looks like just your average sneaker shoe. You're not trying to get a lot of traction for it, because I'd imagine most people aren't going to be trying to go hiking in sneakers. If you do, you should not. That's not a good idea. But I think, you know, just wearing them outside casually, you know, maybe walking around the town's not a bad thing for these soles. And, you know, you can always get them recrafted if the soles wear in, so that's a good thing. So for the size of these, I believe my brand knock I've mentioned before is an 8.5C. These are an 8D on the Allen Edmonds website. It says on the website you're supposed to size down a half size for these. I was a little ambiguous if they meant a half size down from your sneaker size, or a half down size from your boot size, or a half down size from your Brannock size. I sized a half down for my Brannock size, and they fit pretty well. They're a little roomy, but they say the fit on these is a relaxed fit, so it is supposed to be roomy, similar to how it would be for a sneaker. I would recommend, if you're going to buy these, I would size a half down from your Brannock size, not from your sneaker size. My sneaker size is a 9.5, and if I size down to a 9, these would be way too big for me, and I would have made a mistake, and I'd be stuck with boots that I can't wear, and I'd be very unhappy. So definitely, if you're going to look into getting these, size down a half size from your Brannock size. As far as the value of these, would I recommend buying them? Who would I recommend, you know, buy these? I think for the price of $325 that they claim that it retails for, I would not buy these. The uppers are nice. They're CF Stead Suede, or you can get Horming Chrome XL. So they're high quality leathers. I think it's more of just some of the fit and finish is just not what I would want in a $325 boot. You can see thread showing here. Like I mentioned before, the leather's not really cut all that well, especially on the inside of the tongue. It looks a bit sloppy. So, you know, with those things in mind, I would say for $99, yes, I would definitely recommend these sneakers if you're in the market for sneakers, or if you're someone that really likes boots and you're not really big into sneakers like me, but in the summers you want to be able to wear something maybe with shorts or with jeans that's not a heavy boot. This is kind of like a boot, because it has the boot top but the sneaker bottom, so you can kind of feel like you're wearing a boot even though you're wearing a sneaker. And this should break in nicely, the leather, over time, and it'll kind of patina too. So for sale price $99, I think I looked on their website and now its price is at $125. So they've gone up a little bit with the sale price. I think anywhere from $150 or lower, I'd probably get these. Anything over $150, maybe. I think, you know, sticking below $200 for this price would be ideal for these shoes. So this has been my review of the Allen Edmonds Higgins Mill high top sneaker. It's kind of like a boot, but it's also not a boot because it's a sneaker. If you have any questions on the boots, feel free to leave a comment below, and always remember, please like and subscribe.